There's a comfortable lie circulating in the real estate world right now. It is the lie that you have time, that you can wait for interest rates to hit a magical number before you make your move to San Antonio. Here's the housing math that no one wants to explain. While you're waiting for the 5% interest rate, 23,000 people just moved here. They did not wait. They bought the house or the home that you wanted. And when interest rates finally drop, those 25,000 people are not selling. They are going to be your competition. Lower rates do not equal lower prices. Lower rates equal a bidding war, and you know it. If you're thinking about relocating to San Antonio in 2026, you don't need a tour guide. You need a forensic account and a battle plan, because the headlines are going to tell you one thing, that the market is cooling. The local data proves it is reloading. Timing beats headlines. Local strategies always wins. Let's look at the numbers they are hiding from you. If you're near here, you don't need any fluff. We do strategies. Today is the 2026 relocation guide, but this is not about where to find the best breakfast tacos, and I do have a few, though we do have options at that. This is about asset protection. We're going to break down why Texas is leading the inbound migration and why San Antonio specifically is the pressure valve for the entire state of Texas. We're going to look at the neighborhoods that are actually holding value versus the ones that are just shiny packaging. We're going to be covering the big three: the math, the map, and the mistakes. Most relocators come here overpaying for new builds in flood zones and wondering why their taxes are higher than their mortgages. Do not be that person at all. By the way, hit that button to subscribe if you value your wallet more than the mainstream media news. Let's get into the data before it's too late. The migration math. Why here? Why now? Let us start with the macro view. Why is everyone ending up in my backyard? It is not just the weather. It's hot here though. It is the spread. We have people from California, New York, and Illinois. They're selling 1,200 square foot shack for $1 million homes. They're coming here. They're seeing 3,000 square feet rock and stucco estates in Stone Oak with a fraction of that cost. To them, it looks like a discount. To the local market, it looks like cash. Here's the stat that matters most. San Antonio is seeing over 23,000 new residents annually. That is a small city moving into our city every single year. Supply and demand is the only law that matters in economics, and you know it's true. We're building homes, but we're not building them fast enough to absorb the human wave that's coming in every year. What does that do to equity? In the last 5 years, we've seen roughly 30% of equity growth. That is not a bubble. That is a correction to the true value. San Antonio has been undervalued for 2 long decades. The secret is out though. We are catching up to Austin and Dallas as far as prices go, but we are not there yet. The gap is your profit margin if you buy now. If you wait until you reach the priority with Austin, you miss the boat. You're going to be just paying the toll. The price point reality. Let's talk about the median price in San Antonio. You see reports saying that the median home price is hovering around $26,000. That number is technically true. It is also practically useless for you. If you are relocating, you want the schools, the safety, and the Texas dream aesthetics. $26,000 is an entry fee for a fixer-upper or a commute that will ruin your mortgage. The real relocation bracket, that homes you actually are looking for at Zillow at 11 p.m. is between $350,000 to $650,000. Here's the trap though. People see $260,000 national average and think San Antonio is free. They come down here expecting a mansion for pennies on the dollar. They get here realizing that the good inventory cost money, and they freeze hard. While they freeze, that cash buyer from Seattle signs the contract. Do not anchor your expectations to the median price. Anchor them to the neighborhood value. A $400,000 home in San Antonio that appreciates at 6% a year is a better asset than a $200,000 house in a stagnant zip code that appreciates at 2%. Cheap is expensive in the long run, and you know that's true. The map where to actually live. Let's look at the map of San Antonio. Location isn't just about North Central. It is about lifestyle and infrastructure. First things first, the North Central Corridor, Stone Oak and Chavano Park. This is the old but reliable. Gated communities, hills, ridiculous traffic from 281, but they're fixing it, and that flyover makes it so bearable. You buy stability, you buy corporate transfer, medical professionals, and people who want their property value locked in. Second, the money. Alamo Heights. If you want character, old trees, and a tax bill that makes you weep, this is it. It's our Beverly Hills. You're not paying for the square footage here. You're paying for the zip code and the school district. The school district pedigree. It holds value during recessions better than anywhere else in the city. Third, the West Side expansion, Helotes and Alamo Ranch. Alamo Ranch is massive. It is affordable, it is dense, it's perfect for first-time home buyers, but the traffic can be a nightmare, and that's testing your patience. Helotes is just north of it. That's the sweet spot. Country living, 5 minutes away from Starbucks. You get the land, you get the lower tax rate. In some pockets, it is where you go where you're tired of seeing your neighbor's kitchen. Next up is the I-35 corridor. Cibolo and Schertz. If you work around Randolph Air Force Base and need to commute to Austin, you live here. These areas used to be cornfields. Now they're equity factories. The schools are top tier, the homes are newer, and you get more brick for your buck in this location. Finally, the Hill Country. The Hill Country Premier, Boerne. It's not technically San Antonio, and they will remind you that constantly. It is expensive, it is beautiful, the schools are arguably one of the best in the regions. If your budget starts around 6 or 7, stop looking, because this city and the drive is up I-10. Schools and the kidless investor. Rosa and I hear it every single week. Jesse, Rosa, we don't have kids. We don't care about the school districts. Yes, you do, and it's gonna matter. Real estate is not about what you use, it is about what the next buyer wants. In San Antonio, the school district is the single biggest driver for resale values, period. Northeast Side, North Independent School District, Northside Independent School District, Alamo Heights Independent School District, Boerne Independent School Districts. You buy in these zones not because you need the playgrounds, but because when you transfer out in the next 4 years, the family that does need the playground will pay you a premium for your home. Buying outside of the good school district in San Antonio is like buying a car without air conditioning. In San Antonio, that's a nightmare. You might be fine with it, but good luck selling it in August, because that's brutal. The gotchas, taxes and soil. Now the stuff that brochures leave out completely. Number 1, property taxes. We do not have a state income tax. Uncle Sam still gets his cut though. He just takes it from your home. Expect a tax rate between 1.8% to 2.7%. If you're buying a $500,000 house, do the math before you fall in love with the kitchen island. Number 2, the soil. Texas soil moves. It shrinks when it's dry, it swells when it rains. If you're buying a resale home and you do not see a foundation repair warranty or an engineer or a thorough engineer's report, you aren't buying a house, you're buying a structural liability. We check the foundations first. We check the pretty cabinets last. Here's the bottom line for 2026 and a quick reminder. San Antonio is no longer a sleepy town where you can lowball. It is a major metro with a serious migration pressure. The headlines will tell you to wait. They will tell you the market is crashing. Meanwhile, 23,000 people are packing their boxes to move to San Antonio. You can compete with them or you can beat them to the punch. But you cannot beat them with a Zillow and a hope. You need a strategy that understands the macro markets, the taxes, and the soil. Don't just watch the market. Execute on it. Go to this link below so you can look to build your next relocation roadmap before the rates drop and the prices jump. Search today. Like, subscribe, share.